Welcome to Cooking Through the History of the Magic. The star of today's episode is Chicken Divan. But before we get to that, let's dive into the history of this dish. And to do that, we need to take a trip back in time to the Magic Kingdom Park. King Stefan's Banquet Hall opened on October 1st, 1971, the same day as the Walt Disney World Resort. The restaurant was located inside of Cinderella's castle. However, it was oddly named after Sleeping Beauty's father. Although Disney designers have not been able to explain why the restaurant was named after King Stefan, it is speculated that this was to give the restaurant a regal name. Controversy aside, this has become one of the park's most charming dining locations. In the early years of the restaurant, cast members wore 13th century costumes, with brown and orange tights and tunics for men, and medieval headdresses and gowns with overskirts for the women. Diners were also frequently serenaded during their experience by madrigal singers. On April 28, 1997, the restaurant was renamed to Cinderella's Royal Table, which was probably a long overdue change. Cinderella's Royal Table is among the coveted dining locations that most Disney fans recommend to be experienced at least once in your lifetime. The restaurant is rated 4 out of 5 stars on Yelp, but often comes with a common complaint. Guests entering the restaurant with high expectations often dislike the food and struggle to justify the cost. On the flip side, guests entering with low expectations frequently rave about the food and argue that the experience is well worth the price. So, take that for what it's worth and decide what is best for you when planning your trip to the Walt Disney World Resort. In 2014, as part of Mickey's Not-So-Scary Halloween Party, Lady Tremaine took over the restaurant after everyone had gone to bed, naming it Villain Sinister Soiree. The guest list to the soiree included some of the most evil villains, including the Evil Queen, Maleficent, Cruella de Vil, and Dr. Facilier. And due to the popularity of the restaurant, Disneyland Paris opened Cinderella's Inn in 1992, pronounced in French as
Auberge de Cendrillon.
And now, we are brought to the star of today, Chicken Divan. This is a simple recipe to make. It might not be my favorite dish, but maybe I'm just like disgust and need to open up to broccoli a little bit more.
That's it. I'm done.
I start by making the cream sauce and melt butter in a saucepan before adding flour. Once this is combined, I am letting the roux cook before slowly adding milk. This will continue to cook for a few minutes until it comes to a boil. Once this happens, I add sour cream and season with salt and pepper to taste. In a baking or casserole dish, I begin lining the bottom with broccoli stalks, with the buds facing the outside of the dish. Once this is done, I begin arranging chicken on top that I have pan-seared and seasoned with salt and pepper. Next, I pour the cream sauce over the chicken and smooth the sauce to evenly cover it. I top this with Parmesan cheese and paprika before placing it in the oven set to 350 degrees Fahrenheit for approximately 20 to 25 minutes. And there you have it, the now extinct Chicken Divan from King Stefan's Banquet Hall. So grab a plate and dive in to the Chicken Divan. Have fun making your kitchen the most delicious place on Earth. Don't forget, you can find the full recipe with the link in the description below at our website, kingdomcuisine.com. Be sure to subscribe to our channel if you haven't done so already. and follow us on Instagram at Kingdom Cuisine. Thanks for joining me today. I'll see you in the next one.